Thokozani Makhosi, Thokozani Bukukule Bantata Mkhulu, Kehlana Bukoko, and welcome to another episode of Back to Our Roots with Inzunza channel. My name is Mkhulu Modise the Great, and I'm a spiritual healer and traditional healer governed by Inzunza Spirit, Makhosi Spirit. Amen. I'll continue to say this. If you like my content, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and put on notifications. The videos may be needed by someone close to you or by you directly. Thank you for subscribing. Remember that you're welcome to send through your questions, your subjects. I will start doing like live sessions for Q&A once we hit that 50. I do appreciate the 20 subscribers, and I wish you well, all of you. Amen. My contact and email address is in my description profile and also in the description for every episode. Topics, whether it's about topics, queries, dream interpretations, even request for consultation. That's the email you'll find me on. Okay, I got a request from Remember Ngobeni 9088. Yeah. Okay, he was asking, can an Inzunza person have sexual relations, and can you date anyone? So what I did was, as I mentioned before, is that there's a lot of topics that I have already been given when I was told to start the channel. Basically, I've never done any channels except for, I think for one time I wasn't even in the podcast, but I produced it. Né? But this time I was asked to be the main person to talk, because Inzunza is a teaching. I'm sure many of you, like you, that's why I said people will follow you for counseling and whatnot, because you have that spirit that teaches, that heals when it speaks to people. So most likely you're somebody who's sort of like a teacher in your community or in your circles, because that's what Inzunza does, né? So basically the subjects that I want to talk about, based on Remember Ngobeni's thinking request, they are following, né? Twin flames, relationship challenges, soulmates, and also sex challenges, né? So let's begin. Basically, when it comes to problems, you'll find that there's matching issues in terms of whether the spirit well, they accept the person you're interested in, are your reasons aligning, things like that. So there'll always be sort of like a challenge when it comes to people, the type of people you're allowed to date, because Inzunza spirit is a clean spirit, né? It's so clean that sometimes it doesn't want to just mix with everyone. That's why most of the times you're like isolated. You awubatle batho. You don't want crowds around you. That's the type of spirit that you guys have, né? And then Ilona, another thing is the problems could be sort of like your curses. Maybe the person that you are interested in has some sort of like a family curse, or even you as a Nzunza child, you have sort of like a family curse of some sort. Kohenu baloya bayathagatha again. Believe you me, as much as it might shock a lot of people abaninzunza, they are challenged by families, not someone outside, and mostly it comes from the mother's side, that witchcraft, né? But the flip side of this is that it's aligning with your calling. That's when Inzunza is going to show you, hey, when I was showing you flames that side, I was preparing you for this. That's why I'm saying that everything that happens to you is for you. It's for the fact that I know everything that you guys are going through, irregardless whether get a divorce or challenges at work, or people just hate you and you don't even understand why. Like so many things you could, or even your kids could be challenging you right now. That's Nzunza ibaka tlaka no mo feta mo teng. So before you get to the healing stage. So like I said, this channel is not only focused on people who are like ripe, who are just ready to connect Nzunza. No, it's for everyone who's still searching, who still needs activation, because what I'm saying to you right now, a lot of you are gonna relate to it, because it's something that you've seen or heard before or experienced before. So everything that I'm saying now, it's a path that I also walked before, you understand, when I was in your shoes. So I'm not taking this from a place of nothingness. I'm taking this from a place of experience, because bar leeto leads wiki motsamai wa lona. Amen. So when you guys sort of like, when the other person in this case has curses, and then Inzunza feels or thinks or sees that that person might cause you problems in future, that relationship is not gonna work. And I don't want to lie to you, there'll be so many complications, there'll be so many red flags. Your intuition is gonna tell you what I'm doing right now. I should just let this go and just walk away. You will have that feeling, but guess what? Most of us, because sininkani, we want to ride it out. And that's when we start seeing flames, because the spirit will warn you, Hori, I don't want this person. It won't say it like verbally, so Hori, hey, I'm here, I'm about it's not gonna warn you that I'm about to cause havoc in your life, but it will try and show you, Hori, you know what, I don't like this person, and it's gonna show you why. That's when you start seeing the red flags. And then you have to decide as a person, because we are given free will. Né? But also on that subject, your life is like also planned out. I did mention that Inzunza is age, maturity, and also what? Hey, there's three of them. Age, maturity, and time activated. Né? So even when you think when you're ready for something, it can see that you're not ready for this. Do you understand? But the lesson will come, and so there's plans for you in such a manner that at a certain age you have to go through this. At a certain time you have to go through this. When you're matured this enough, you have to go through this. And all of those things, you are going to go through them. Irregardless whether wadlala, you feel like you're on top of the world, because it does give you that energy as well. Like it makes you feel like you're the man, you're the woman, and not to be messed with. That's Inzunza, ne? Because I said it's a leading energy, it's a leading spirit. So when it comes through you, it does wonders, basically, ne? Another subject that I wanted to talk about is okay, your lessons. Another problem, ne? Your lessons and blessings. Okay, I once met this. Okay, I know this man, not met. I know this man is very close to me in real life, ne? But I grew up without a dad, but now I do know my family, my father's side, which I did mention, I think, in one of the videos, that for men it's a bit tricky, because if we look up on Sabadimu, you have to know both sides, even if they did whatever they did, but you still need to know who you are and where you come from, and that's from your father's side. So, but topic for another day. So this man, very old, I once told him that, like, I was sort of like hurt about my experiences, that, you know, I trusted this man and my stepdad, you know, and then he still hurt me. And then he once said to me that he gave me a very nice lesson. That's why I call this lessons and blessings. You will hear why. He told me not to judge any man, because one day I might find myself in those shoes, being a stepdad, being what do you call this? An absent father. Do you understand? Because you don't know what life is gonna teach you ahead. You don't know. Right now, all of us are dreaming Wonderland. We think we're princesses and kings and whatnot. We're Jay-Z's and Beyonce's. No. Life is gonna happen to you, whether you like it or not. Nah? So he said to me not to judge any man, because I might go through the same route. And then he said to me that people come for two reasons in your life, whether to be a lesson or a blessing. And then he said to me, a lesson will come to you and it will look so attractive and it will feel so good for a very short space of time. And then but then there's a reason why you and that person met at that time, and you must remember what is it that you're learning from the other person, because if they are a lesson, they are gonna leave. They're gonna leave your life, and it might be in a sense where you guys fight, or you guys have a sort of like a disagreement, or you guys break up. It will be something like that, and that person, you must always look at them as your lesson and try to remember what is it that they were teaching you in your life at that period in your time. Do you understand? And when it comes to a blessing, this is when you meet these lifelong friendships. You might not want to be with everyone, but there will be people, a very, very small circle of people, where if you want to just vent, you can turn to that person. If you need financial assistance, there's somebody for that. If you need prayers or encouragement, motivation, there's somebody like that in your life. I'm sure of it. There's people that you guys look up to and think, oh, you know what, I don't know where I would be without this person. Those are your blessings. Nah? So you need to differentiate between the problems and the blessings. The problems, they're just gonna come, but they're gonna teach you something and leave. But your blessings are gonna be always there. Even if you guys were in a relationship and then you broke off, but this person, when you guys talk, it's all about prayer, it's all about spirituality, it's all about nothing awkward where you guys le busy last nekana. No, nothing like that. There are people who will be like that, but you need to ask for a spirit of discernment so that you can tell the difference. No? Inzunza is very intimidating, guys. It's like yoktusa before even you even think about doing rituals, what right now what you're going through, I went through. All of us go through. Né? There's a lot of people who have Inzunza spirit, they don't even know that they have it. Some of them, they know that they have it, but they're ignoring it, like but there will come a time where it will require your attention, and that's when you sort of like you start waking up, because yeah, it won't allow you. I don't know, unless if orwala. I told you guys, don't go and twala igubu ninyoga what. Don't do that. Once you do that, your Inzunza will turn its back on you for good, and there's no remedy, there's no nothing. It will leave you just like that, and your life will become shambles so fast you wonder what happened with your life. So don't be tempted to go that route. Be a prayerful person, be a faithful person, be somebody who's learning, then you'll connect with Inzunza. Even if you don't know anything, one day it will have mercy on you and show you the way. So skafela pelo or skafela matla. Like, it's not easy to us, or I simple for everyone. Like, literally, not for everyone, whether mungoma wing twaso, it's never easy. So you should know that, nah? Okay, I'll move to the next subject, which is twin flames. Twin flames, okay, most of the subjects are like controversial, because it's either you speak from a place of experience or a place of myth. Nah? A place of facts or a place of myth, basically. Nah? Your twin flames are people you sort of like gonna come across. These people you will mostly fall for without any invitation. You're gonna look at them and just fall in love. But the crazy thing is it's not permanent. Né? It's not permanent. You might date someone because your spirit know each other. But whether kinkanyamba yena or, but she's got a water spirit of some sort, and then it recognizes yours, your Inzunza. So what's gonna happen is there's gonna be sort of like a magnetic attraction going on between the two of you. It's not permanent. It's what people refer to as infatuation, where you just fall for somebody for no reason, and then there's excitement, there's love, there's everything that you will feel in a romantic relationship. But then later on you find out, hey, I feel like this person is my brother, or this person is my friend or my sister. That's your twin flame. And unfortunately, most of the time, people who are twin flames, they do actually end up having sex with one another, because you guys are adults. Do you understand? You are adults and you're still in the flesh, because you haven't, Inzunza hasn't manifested in your space fully. It's there in the background, but it's not in your face, because once it's in your face, like, life changes. How you see things, how you do things, how you live your life, it changes everything. My life has changed. I'm talking from that experience. So I want to say that spirit knows spirit. You guys really don't, you'll never even get to know each other that deep. It will be that fast attraction. I just want to see myself with this person. I want to spend on this person. I want to make love to this person. I want to devote my all to this person. But you don't know that person. And then once you start waking up, that's when you'll be like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this with this person? This person is not mine. You will get that feeling. Liana, they will get that feeling, or it might be them and not you. And then that's when the breakups happen. But yeah, life happens, guys, whether we like it or not. And then there comes your soulmates. Your soulmate can be somebody you maybe just connect with once in a lifetime. You just find this person who's so amazing. You guys fall in love, and then something tragic happens. It's either that person dies, or that person moves away, you never see them again, but something so disruptive, it will knock you down, and you will feel like your soul has just been crushed. That's another form of your soulmate. And that person maybe they stayed in your life for long. You guys, you would have married or had a future of some sort. That's your soulmate. And then another thing is, it can be your life partner. Life partners, I'm talking about someone your ancestors like, they embrace, they love, and they want to keep in your life. But for long term, you guys might even have kids. Do you understand? You guys, your ancestors, they sort of like align. That's why you might just sleep with that person one time, or maybe date that person for like 6 months or 3 months, and you find yourself, you guys, everything of yours merges basically, and it will be so. And usually this person, a lot of us are like shown, like, this is your wife, this is your husband. When I say shown, you will be told, maybe in a dream, that you're gonna meet a certain person and they're gonna have these characteristics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is your life partner. But at that time, when you're like single as fuck, and Umjolo has been showing you flames for a very, very long time, like, you're so tired, but you keep dreaming this person, and this person always shows up with your ancestors. or people you don't know, or even a mix of both. You will see those things, because that's how I met my wife. That's how I met my wife. I was told that I was gonna meet somebody. She's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 characteristics, but they didn't show me that person, nah? And then they showed me a child. They told me that I'm gonna have a boy, a son, with this person, and this child was with my grandmother, the one who mentored me, and she was introducing me to this boy, and I saw him exactly, and now this boy is alive today. So when it comes to life partners, your ancestors will choose for you, nah? There's already somebody chosen for you. This one, you guys are gonna merge. When I met my wife, she was Muzalwani. Today, I use all kinds of things. Like, but, and she uses them. Do you understand? Because this is a person who was sort of like told, hey, this is your husband, Luena. Because even from her side, she did tell me that her mother showed me her and also our kids. So this is a person, you will dream, she will dream. He will dream, she will dream. And the same thing, without muti, without anything, without any ngaga, nothing. Everything will just fall into place. This is your life partner. Okay? So, what I did was, I kept on praying like relentlessly, because then I was tired. For some reason, we get sort of like bored quickly. So we want to gain things that have meaning in our lives, and when somebody or something wastes your time, as Inzunza child, Inzunza doesn't like that. That's why so many relationships fail. So many people are seeing flames, because your night can see what the other person is doing or wants to do in your life, and then it just crushes that. That's why you guys experience turbulence in your relationships, nah? And then there's an issue of your sex challenges. That's how I made the topic. Basically, when it comes to sex challenges, like I said, spirit recognizes spirit, nah? And because of that, it becomes an issue for many people, because there's issues like your sexual ties, because you guys will be exchanging energies, and your soul ties, I said sexual ties, your soul ties. Basically, utokrea, the other person is not as clean as you think they are. They might be beautiful, they might be, some slave queen, or some, sugar daddies, got everything. A lot of people are doing things, guys. Lefatshe la robala, umhlaba olalanga, guys. Abantu bathwele, a lot of them, a lot of people practice witchcraft in their daily lives, and people use demons in their daily lives. And when here you are, very, very innocent, you don't use anything, you just pray all your life. Believe you me, your spirit is gonna clash with so many things in your life, and Some things you won't understand, but you'll keep on seeing them through dreams. A lot of them you're gonna see them through visions, or this person go habo by 1 2 3, chances are lena waloe. Do you understand? If kiboni dikutuani, like your ghosts, dipoko, whatever, your dikoloshis, at a certain person's house, and I'm dating this person, your ancestors are clearly showing you what's going on inside and don't want to break your heart with your partner. But that's when I say you guys still have free will. And guess what again? People think or they're invincible, they want to stay in the relationship. They think or they can fix the person. I wish you well. I wish you well, guys. Ne? It's funny, like we know danger, we see danger, we smell danger, but yet we go in running because I don't know, we think we can heal the world. But anyway, like I said, when you are engaging in sexual activities, just know that you guys are actually exchanging energies, and these energies might be good for you and others might be bad for you. That's why I'm sure most of you have experienced this thing already. You start dating, I'm a guy and I start dating Unomsa, and then Unomsa, her things were not so wow, basically, né? And then for some reason, after they meet with me and have sexual intercourse with me, into zabo ziyavuleka, but ezakho, they're going down. Those are some of the challenges you guys are gonna experience. The people, you're gonna elevate the people that you are dating, and then when you find yourself, you are punished and not given the same blessings as that person. It happened to the best of us. But yeah, another thing is when it comes to men versus women, how it affects each, I believe women carry the most toll in terms of you guys are the ones being ejaculated into, basically, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. We are all adults here. You carry so much power because you also carry the power to give life. So especially the women, they suffer a lot, especially the relationships and marriages where you'll find the partner that you were with was so successful, and then when you were like put down, but you have Inzunza, it's there, you might even know about it, but this person is busy progressing, and then when you're regressing, that's when it becomes sort of like a problem. That's why I'm saying that you guys, like, you're a carrier of nations. Let me say that. There's so much power in women because women can give life within them. So imagine that you took this person's bad energies and then you guys conceive a child. Like, that's when you guys start having like these extreme problems and whatnot. Sometimes you get sick, you don't even know why you're sick because the spirit is like fighting you at that time. So I think women take the most toll when it comes to spirituality, and women carry the most power when it comes to spirituality. But that's a topic for another day. Any man can come and challenge me, but it's fine because I'm a man now. So there's no way I'm gonna belittle myself without any reason. Do you understand? So, but anyway, another issue when it comes to your sexual soul ties and whatnot is that you might find that Inzunza at that time, it's about to manifest. So it's going to cause a lot of chaos just to get your attention first, so that you get to go and consult. Because a lot of us, I don't know, we're like asleep. I don't know how you guys feel every time you pass with a car or a taxi and people are at the rivers or doing some ritual and you're looking at them. What is it that your conscience is telling you, guys? Like literally, what do you think they're doing there? Are they playing games? No, they're trying to better their lives. But when you think going to inyanga, isangoma, it's witchcraft. You must like remove that part about you, that ignorance, because that's what's killing a lot of people today. Because people think by going and saying nizohlola, I'm not here to do any ritual, I'm just here to just check about my life. Because so many things are happening, so many spiritual attacks are happening on every single day. Because there's Illuminatis, there's demons, there's cults, there's witches, there's so many things, there's bad spirits roaming, and those things, they don't rest. Those people, they don't rest. Every day they do something to better their lives, and usually they use everybody else to their expense, because people don't want to learn. They think learning is evil, and it's not so. There's nothing wrong about asking a question to understand, to know. Yeah? And another thing is, this is also controversial. I don't want to go into it because there's people lana abathandazi in amegela. So I help everyone, whether umthandazi, umfundisi, winyanga, or somebody who's about to twasa. I mean, I help everyone. Ne? So I don't want to offend Christians or Islams or whatever, but I'm not into church. Ne? But I do understand church. I was in church and I studied other religions. So there are sex rituals. Ne? Maybe ebungomeni nan they will tell you no. Ne? But because I've been around in certain areas, like for example, when you going into demonology, there's what we call sigils. Ne? Sigils are how you summon a certain demon, basically. And I'm not gonna teach those things, but I saw them, I got to see them, and yeah, because of those sigils they can summon a certain demon, and then they want offerings, and usually offerings, they're like your blood, your semen and whatnot. Nah? If you're a woman, it's once you've had sex and whatnot, that liquid, it can be used to conjure those demons, basically. Nah? But it's things that are so deep that a lot of people are not ready for such things. Nah? But if they're on your path, just be careful. Don't don't do anything, guys. Like, always ask, always listen. Don't talk too much, just listen and learn, basically. And maubona that there's danger in front of you, don't even waste time, just walk away. Do you understand? For example, I'm talking about demons. In the Bible, you guys, they talk about King Solomon. He actually sort of like conjured about, I think it was 72 demons. That's how King Solomon got his wisdom. Do you understand? But was he an evil person? No. Why? Because he was still talking to God. Like, you can check on both sides without being bad, without being evil. Do you understand? So in that aspect, even in his book, there's a grimoire. They're called the grimoire, the books, né? Or maybe you might have heard about Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows, they're witches. They put spells, and then they call that book a Book of Shadows, because those spells, they pass them from generation to generation, meaning that I might have it, and then maybe 3 generations down, my great grandson has that book, and then he just adds whatever he learns from the spirits or entities that they'll be working with. Nah? So yeah, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there, but sex, they do use it as a ritual, and they do some very funny things. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that too much, né? And I'm not doing that for anyone, please. Let's be clear. I was learning, né? Also, okay. Also, I was saying that also, okay, like I told you, I don't judge people. So because of my spirit, sometimes I will go to someone and we become friends, and then later on I discover, this person night duty is a witch or a wizard, nah? So I know certain people who do things, basically. So one time I approached this man, very old, and I asked him questions about certain things, and then he ended up going further than what I asked, basically, because the spirit was what told me to ask that person. I only asked one question, but that person ended up telling me a whole lot of things. Nah? So basically what he said is that he ended up touching the base on semen. He's saying semen can be used to sort of like do certain rituals, because he's a wizard, but at the same time, daytime, this person gimurudi, but nighttime, I know what he's doing. Do you understand? But he was open enough, but I will not shame that person. I won't judge that person. I'm not God, guys. I'm not God, and the spirit that I have is not God as well. It just shows you both good and evil. Mine shows me good and evil. This is the bad side, but don't go that side. This is the good side. This is where I want you to sort of like invest your time in, and that's what I've been doing, né? But I need to understand also the other side, so that when somebody is being attacked by demons, I know what to do. If somebody is attacked by witches, I know what to do. That's the reason why I was taught all these things about cults, about everything. all these things, everything that's been happening in Africa, most of them I know what is it that they're doing, because I did ask my spirit, and it's a spirit that teaches. It teaches everything. However you ask it, it gives you an answer. Mine does that. I don't know about yours. It might limit you. It might point you in a certain direction. Don't think or you're right or you're wrong for going that direction. Don't think or I'm right or I'm wrong for going my direction. Our gifts are different. Our callings are different. That's why I might sound provocative, and do you understand, like a lot of stuff that you've never even heard of. So, but that's my path and you have yours. But there are very similar things that you and I are going to go through as people. And that's when I get to activate you, or I get to teach you something that you're not aware of, that maybe in future you might come across. So, but yeah, I think I will end it here. Thank you for your time, your investment in me. I hope I deliver everything to your standards, and also the spirits that I'm representing. And please put notifications on, share, subscribe. Yeah, you guys are actually motivating me to keep on doing this by showing interest. And I am open to debates, discussions, not to put anyone down, no, but just for understanding. So I'm a very simple and open-minded person who loves a lot, who jokes a lot, but also learns a lot. So yeah, thank you, Thokozani bonke, and then see you next time. Bye. Makhosi.